Hey guys, welcome to your English Aussie. Absolutely crazy at the moment. Just heard the news on double game week 25 being confirmed now. There definitely is going to be a double game week in 25. And yeah, we're just going to have to manage our way through that. I thought I'd just start doing a live stream. To be honest, not much prepared for this, but just to talk through your questions. I've had like maybe half an hour to an hour to sort of think through what I'm planning to do this week. If I'm honest, haven't really got to the bottom, haven't really answered the question myself. I think realistically it really depends on what your team is, whether you've already got 3 Liverpool, and like there's so many nuances to this that it's kind of a bit crazy at the moment. So I'll try and answer all you guys' questions as you pop up. Here's a couple in. What a mess, all my plans are out the window now. Yaz, yeah, I know, me too, to be honest. A bit crazy. Want to get Clive next week for 2 free transfers. Manish. Yeah, I mean, Clive next week now almost becomes not as big an option that you want to be moving in. Like if Liverpool win this week and you're moving Clive in for Rodgers, for example, Rodgers might double next week. So if you see on here, I've got the sort of really scenarios for the assistant manager, but also like scenarios for the doubles in 25, which ultimately, if Tottenham beat Liverpool, it's been confirmed now that they will play Fulham on Wednesday the 19th. If Liverpool beat Tottenham, it's been confirmed that Liverpool will play Aston Villa on Wednesday the 19th. So either way, one of those two teams are going to be doubling in game week 25. What does this mean for assistant manager chips? Well, I think if you've got 3 Liverpool in at the moment, when's best wildcard to do an assistant manager chip, Manish? Yeah, so look, I think it depends on your team. It really does at the moment, especially for the triple manager, assistant manager / triple captaincy chips. If you've got triple Liverpool at the moment, and that's what I do, I've got Salah, Alisson, and Trent. It's obviously difficult to go into slot. You can obviously use one transfer. Bringing in the assistant manager doesn't cost a free transfer the first time round. So if you want to take out a Liverpool player, if you still have one free transfer this week, you could take out a Gakpo, a Alisson, a Trent, a Salah. Personally, I think if you have Gakpo, Salah, Trent, I wouldn't be moving Gakpo. If I'm going to move someone, I would be moving Trent. Maybe it's like a Mikalenko, so you get another double game weeker. If you have Alisson, Trent, Salah, I would be moving Alisson to Pickford. Most likely. That's currently my thoughts at the moment. If you have 0 free transfers, 0.5 in the bank, do you think it's worth taking a hit for going for Moyes? You wouldn't have to take a hit to go for Moyes. To bring in your assistant manager chip, it doesn't cost a free transfer. So even if you have 0 transfers, it doesn't cost a hit. You could play that assistant manager chip, bring in Moyes for the 0.5 million. It wouldn't cost you -4 points. I personally wouldn't bring in Moyes. I just don't think it's like, if you're going to play the assistant manager chip this week, it would be slot for me. Because realistically, 25, K got triple Liverpool, 0 transfers, 0.4 million in the bank. Yeah, that's the sort of situation where I think you go with, like, if you're triple captaining, you stick with the triple captain. I'm not sure. And like, look, this can be a discussion on this stream, because I mean, I've had 30 minutes to sort of think through this. I'm not sure it's the way to go to take a hit and then play your assistant manager chip. I think there's going to be a ton of swings this week. And I think like a lot of the major like streamers, YouTubers, etc. are gonna try and push people to play the assistant manager chip. And the reason behind that is basically their rank's going to increase over the next 3 weeks. Like you're gonna increase in rank having used that assistant manager chip, because you're gonna get extra points in all of the weeks, especially if you play it safe and play on slot, which is what I would do over these doubles. But like towards the back end of the season, people will catch them up. But realistically, like a lot of streamers and a lot of people that are doing this want to have high rank now, so they can be like, oh, look at my rank, blah 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 blah. But over the course of the season, like back end, maybe 36 to 38, people will catch up. Ultimately, whether that's good for like growing your channel and stuff, probably not. But my honest advice to you guys is that that's what a lot of them will be doing. You've got to think a little bit carefully about whether you want to use it or not. I honestly think that if you don't have triple Liverpool and you want to bring slot in, I think this week is a great week. Like I would be doing 24-25 assistant manager on slot. Obviously, the fear is that Tottenham beat Liverpool, and honestly, if Tottenham beat Liverpool for 25, you're kind of a bit screwed. Like if you look on my screen now, sorry, I'm not showing the last bit of that. If Tottenham beat Liverpool, you've got Ange as a possible table boost versus Fulham, no table boost for Man United. You also have Fulham versus Tottenham, and Fulham also play. Who's the other game for Fulham that week? Next week. Fulham play Nottingham Forest, so you could go Marco Silva and table boost against Nottingham Forest, but then obviously not get the table boost against Spurs. But again, like I just don't think either of them are good triple. Like none of them scream out to me like a nice triple captaincy option. Flexo, hello, my wildcard is active. Raya, Flecker, Mikolenko, Huijsen. Your wildcard's active. Oh, there you go. No way you can use any other chip. You can't use any other chips then. I think if Tottenham, Liverpool going from slot to silver could be interesting, because Fulham could beat Forest and get table bonus. Yeah, I don't like it. Fulham, Forest and Fulham, Spurs. I mean, that's what you'd have to do. I think that's what you'd have to do. There's no other option for 25 other than Marco Silva. If Tottenham beat Liverpool, you have to do that. Unless Arsenal also turn over Newcastle, then potentially you can go to Arteta and back Arsenal against Leicester and Chelsea. But I mean, I'm not convinced either. Or Chelsea against Ipswich and Brighton. Yeah. Interesting. Flexo, sorry mate, on your wildcard team, so many things to think about at the moment. Mikolenko, Roger Sal, Palmer, Clive and Boomer. Yeah, I like it mate, I think it looks good. Probably... You got triple Liverpool, you don't, do you? Probably try and get Trent in there. Or also thinking now you got the double game weeks. Are we allowed to use 2 free transfers and assistant manager when you active manager? What does that mean, Manish? Are you saying you can use free transfers on your assistant manager after the first? Like, so when you bring your assistant manager in for the first time, it doesn't cost a free transfer. So if you have 2 free transfers, you can use 2 free transfers on your team and then bring in your assistant manager, and that's only cost you 2 free transfers in this first week. How much of an advantage for the Arsemanship is the double game weeks? Do you think it's a must do? Is there a potential upside of waiting to use it later down the line? Look, at the moment, I'm currently planning to play triple captain in 24 and use my assistant manager later down the line. I honestly haven't made the decision yet, and I will probably make it tomorrow on the live stream. But I thought I'd just stream and sort of give my initial thoughts for you guys, because I know people are all sort of panicking at the moment about what to do. I think if you have double Liverpool at the moment, I would say I would definitely play it on slot if you can bring him in for 1.5. I think the assistant manager is the most powerful chip in the game, personally. I think by far the most powerful chip in the game, and I also think that you're going to get basically, if you get correct prediction for the manager to win, you get 8 points ultimately. The way it works. And maybe I'll put the scoring up on the screen just to make it clear. You'll get 6 points for the win, and then you either get 2 points for a clean sheet if you win 1-0, or you win 2-1. So therefore you're going to get 8 points minimum for a win and a correct pick, basically. Yeah, if you have a look at this. So how much of an advantage is it? Look, I'd say having 2 doubles is just so ideal. And like what I was originally thinking is there might be 2 doubles between 31 to 33. And that's why I was so against playing assistant manager with 24. But now with this announcement, it's much less likely that you're going to get 2 doubles in a 31 and like in a 31 or 32 and a 33. So having the extra game is ultimately like an extra 8 points that you can make if you're playing it safe, right? You're not going for table bonuses, and you just play on Liverpool and you expect Liverpool to win 4 games in a row. If people don't have triple captain, what would your advice be on using AM this week then? I don't think it matters whether you have a triple captain or you don't have triple captain this week, Kay. I like as in like whether you have it or you don't have it. I think if you have 2 Liverpool and you have the money to go slot, you play your assistant manager. Like Bournemouth, Everton, Wolves, Villa. Liverpool could win all 4 of those games. You could end up with 32 points over 2 game weeks. And then if they do win all 4 of those games, if I'm honest, in game week 26, I'd be gambling on some random table bonus, which I haven't looked at yet, to be honest, who the table bonuses could be in 26. But we could have a look. Maybe let's have a look. I would say if you don't have the money and you can't get to slot, or you have to hit, or you have to take 1 or 2 hits. If you have to take 2 hits, probably not worth it for me, because that's your 8 points that you can make later in the season. Also, like I think 36 to 38, you are going to get some more potential for that table bonus with teams like not having anything to play for. And there is a small chance you get 2 doubles between 31 and 33 as well. So there are obviously some pros in holding it. I would say if you have to take 2 hits, definitely don't play it. Hold it till later. There could be some more things that come up that will be worth holding on to it for. If you have to take 1 hit, I think that's a thought. Like you could potentially take a hit and play it. If you don't have a triple captain, I think if you do have a triple captain, then it's probably not worth taking a hit to play it. If you don't, I think you could. And then, like of course, if you don't need to take a hit, I probably would play it on slot. Again, you're sacrificing a Liverpool asset for that double game week. So I would definitely wouldn't sacrifice a Gakpo or a Salah. I wouldn't sacrifice the attacking. But I would probably sacrifice an Alisson. And if I had Gakpo, Salah and Trent, it would have to be Trent that I would sacrifice, but it would be a difficult decision to do that. Because I also think like they could score highly. They could score highly in a double. And in a double-double. they could also score highly. So I think if you have Alisson, you probably it's just funny. So I'm giving this advice, and I literally have Alisson, Trent, and Salah, and I'm thinking of not playing the assistant manager and playing triple captain. And I think the other thing is like also what your team is, and like whether you can, like you're going to be using these transfers now, but ultimately like a lot of us are planning to manage through game week 29. Like you're going to need these transfers later down the line as well. So are you still able to manage your team through to 29? That's probably what I also tried to consider that, because yeah, that could be an issue for sure. Yeah, I think for my team, like maybe I'll put it on screen. Like I'll put the actual thing on screen, and I'll try and show what I'm thinking of doing. Yeah, if I did get Slot, I'd have to -4 to go from Gakpo to Wissa, or downgrade Trent to a different defender. Yeah, for me it would have to be Trent to a different defender, and then if you do downgrade, you probably want to go for someone that potentially doubles next week. So in 25, like you could go for like Luka Dean of Villa, Trent down to Luka Dean. Villa could double in 25 if Liverpool obviously win and double. Obviously, then you have the same issue if they're not going to be playing in 29. So you've got to make sure that you have the transfers to be able to move all of these people out of your team over the next 5 game weeks, so you get to 29 with 11 playing players, which might not be super easy. So like this is what my team is at the moment, and ultimately what I'm thinking of doing is going Alisson to Pickford. Why is this not? Why can I not click assistant manager? Maybe I just need to refresh. Oh yeah, so I clicked on it to have it as a thing, but you can still click on it, right? And you can undo it still on screen. So like say I play assistant manager chip, right? I'd be looking to do Alisson to Pickford, and this is probably Slot. Like I do that for 1 free transfer. That's only going to cost me 1 free transfer. I think that kind of makes sense to do. It hurts me because if Tottenham beat Liverpool, it's just screwed. Just totally screwed. I don't really want to go Marco Silva. I don't really want to go Ange. Like I don't really want to make any of those transfers. I don't really want to have any of them. If Liverpool beat Tottenham, I'd be jumping up and down, because next week Wolves and Villa would be really nice. If I had Gakpo and Salah, I'd be loving life right now. If you click the AM chip, can you cancel it? Yeah, I clicked it. Look, and I can cancel it still. But just don't make your transfer, like for the like if you click make transfers, then you're done. Like if you bring in a manager, same for triple captain. Like I think it's on this screen. You can see it. Yeah, you can like click triple captain and play chip. I actually cancelled it earlier. I had my triple captain active. Actually, maybe I'll leave it active for now. Because, but yeah, you can also cancel your triple captain. I've got to be honest. I definitely watched. I watched a YouTube short on the assistant manager to double check that I could click it. Because sometimes FPL does some stupid shit and you click it and you can't cancel it. But yeah, I just wanted to double check. But yeah, you can click it, just don't make the transfer, otherwise you're done. You're done for. So I mean, yeah, I think for me this week that's sort of the decision to make. I'm not sold by it, but as I sit on this screen and I look at this and I look at Pickford in, and I have to cancel my assists to my triple captainship again. Yeah, it does cover game week 29. That's true. It means I probably don't have to bring in Fabianski for Everson. But if Spurs, yeah, I think if Spurs win that cup game, then I'm stuffed. I'm stuffed because then I got to move Slot to Marco Silva. It's another transfer as well in 25. And then I've got 26, 27, 28, 29. I've got 4 game weeks of which I need to get out of my team. I'm going to keep Salah and Isak, and probably one of Trent, Hall, Gordon, Rodgers for the bench. I'll probably need to get rid of Woti as well. So yeah, I'll have to do all 4 of them every week. I'll have to only be using my transfers on those 4. So I could probably just make it to 29, but it would be annoying. And to be honest, 26 I'd probably have to make a manager transfer as well, because I doubt Fulham's games. What's Fulham's 26? I'm not going to go Fulham in 26, whoever they play. Yeah, Palace. Yeah, I'm going to make the transfer there, and I'd probably go. I mean, depending on how my first 2 game weeks go, I'll either go. I could go for Moyes against United. United are shambles at the moment. Otherwise, there's not really Ipswich v Spurs. There's not really any great table bonuses. Everton v United or Ipswich v Spurs. Or you just play safe and you go. Are there really any safe bets? Probably Brentford v Leicester. Maybe even Liverpool v Man City is a safe bet, but Man City are playing a little bit better. Yeah, so I think I probably don't get to where I need to get to for 29 then. I'd only have 3 transfers. Or I'd have to play Woot phase, which would be annoying. Who did Leicester have in 29? United? I think it's United. Oh, I mean, I guess if Fulham beat Liverpool, then Liverpool, I don't have to worry about their players. I can keep them in; they'll be playing. But if Liverpool beat Fulham, I guess I don't have to transfer Slot. Don't have to use that extra transfer. Yeah, I wouldn't have to move Rodgers out either. That's a good point. If Liverpool win, I don't have to use the extra. I probably only have to use 1 extra transfer in 26 to move Slot out. I might even leave him in for all 3. Say I use that 1, then I probably have 25 transfer, 27, 28, 29, or 4 transfers. That should be alright. Should be able to get over the line. So it does work. I can get through 29 if I play it. Just obviously nothing else can go wrong with the team. And I wouldn't mind being able to get Watkins in 29 as well. 25 in that double if Liverpool double. Watkins could be so nice now as a pick. I don't know if I'd want to bring him in for Isak just because of how incredible his form's been. It's almost like Mo Salah-like form. Definitely not for Man City as well. They could batter Man City. Yeah, I probably wouldn't move Isak. And Villa's fixtures aren't amazing anymore. Like, we're sort of coming to the end of the nice fixtures. Yeah, because I won't be able to get him in until the double in 25, and then Chelsea, Palace, Brentford. Brentford's alright, and then they'll be blanking in 29. If they double, Brighton, Forest. Yeah, they're not amazing fixtures really. I don't think he's a necessity, but it'd be nice to have. It would probably be like Yeah, that's tough because Watkins is blanking in 29, so yeah, a lot of difficult sort of decisions to make there. But I think also FPL Mate did quite a good post on Twitter that maybe I should share. Let's put that up. I shouldn't be publicising other people's channels, but I thought this was good. If I just cut that chat down a bit. I think it's interesting what he said about this sets the precedent that game week 33 might actually be a big double game week because they'll move the FA Cup semi-final blanks back into 33 rather than push them forwards into 36, given what's happening now is they're moving the 29 blanks back into 29 rather than pushing them forwards into like 31, 32, 33. So I think that's pretty interesting. But yeah, these are the scenarios. The real OG, I tell you what's happening. Yeah, so look, I think my thoughts are, for a -8, you don't play the AM chip. For a -4, it's probably a 50-50, but not for Moyes. For 3, I wouldn't play it if I have to go for Moyes, but I would play it if I could get to slot. But you're taking a risk. You are taking a risk. You're taking a risk if Liverpool don't beat Tottenham. You really are taking a risk if Liverpool don't beat Tottenham. Because that just makes that game week 25 so difficult. Because you have to play it on a double game week. Sorry, you have to play it on a double game week team. We should put this in here. Cold War, hey mate, not sure. Let's go Gakpo to Ndiaye to get to slots, try and free up 1.1 million another way and go for Moyes, then Marco Silva, Emery. Yeah, don't go Gakpo to Ndiaye. If you've got triple Liverpool, you probably have Trent. I'd probably go Trent out rather than Gakpo. I'd want the Liverpool attack. I definitely want the Liverpool attack. I think Gakpo's like such a good person to be having in your team right now. Is it guaranteed that Fulham will have that table boost for Nottingham Forest? Pretty much. Who do Forest play? It's actually not guaranteed. Not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed, but it's likely. Oh, I mean, Forest play Brian. 5 best defenders for wildcard. Mikalenko, Trent, Luca Dean. Let me have a quick look at my defensive FDR. Probably Gabriel. Definitely Gabriel. Yeah, Trent, Mikalenko, Luca Dean, Gabriel, +1. Take your pick. Who's your favourite? Possibly Nottingham Forest defender. Possibly Bournemouth defender. Maybe Bournemouth defender, probably like Kirkers. Alright, let me put this in here. Raya to Kepa to free up funds is hard with 0 in the bank. Can you post your team, Cold War? Post your team in the chat. I'll tell you what you can do. Table would be possible versus NFO. No boost versus Tottenham. Dead. Spelling error. Anyway. Everyone understands. Yeah, look, I don't mind Raya to Kepa. I mean, like, what I'd be trying to do is trying to avoid selling Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham, Fulham, any of those assets. So even Raya, like, you never know, Arsenal might come back against Newcastle, win, and then suddenly you got Raya double game week for Leicester and Chelsea. Yeah, I know it's hard with 0 in the bank. I know it's hard. Morning day trader. It's literally 1 AM in the morning for me. I'm probably not going to be on that much longer, guys, but yeah, I just wanted to give initial thoughts on this because obviously people are definitely thinking it through at the moment. Yeah, Chuck. Yeah, here we go. Raya, this double game we flip the season upside down. It's absolutely mental, mate. Absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. Raya, Fabianski, Gabriel, Trent. Yeah, you got to get rid of one of your Liverpool players. I just get rid of Trent. If you want to play slot, you got to get rid of Trent. You get Trent and Luka Dean probably. And you get Luka Dean and double in 25, or you get Trent and Mikalenko. Either one of those, Cold War. That's what I would do. If you're going assistant manager, it's got to be Trent that comes out. It's got to be Trent. You got to back the upside of Salah and Gakpo. I hate not having Gakpo at the moment. It's just gonna hurt if he does anything. Every goal's gonna hurt. Even as a Liverpool fan, it's gonna hurt me. Yeah, day trader. What you missed really is just talking through what the best decision is. And honestly, I think it's dependent on your team. I think if you have to take a -8, don't play the assistant manager. If you have to take a -4, I'm not that keen on it. Especially if you can just play a triple captain. If you don't need any... If you don't need... no. If you have to take -4 and you're moving to Moyes, definitely not. If you have a -4 and you're moving to slot, maybe. But if you have a triple captain, no. Should I write out these scenarios? Put them on like a... Put them on a slide. Could put them on a slide. Alright, let me chuck it onto a slide and we'll put it up on the screen. Just give me a second. Sorry, just bear with me. I am just literally just chucking some stuff together so I can show you guys on the screen. This one. Yeah, let's do that. All right, I'm back with everyone. Do not do. -4 for Arseman on Moyes is no. -4 for Arseman on slot. Maybe. Free transfer for Arseman on Moyes, still a no. Honestly, still a no. I think he's still a no for me. I wouldn't play on Moyes. Free transfer for Arseman on slot. Yes. Move Trent over Gakpo and Alisson over Trent. Those are my thoughts, I think. Did I miss any scenarios? D-trade, I'm thinking Arseman for sure. No hope for Everton defeating Liverpool. Not getting that from a Liverpool fan, that's me. Not in the derby. No, I've got. To be honest, like I've zeroed. I almost I don't think that's going to happen. Sorry, D-trade. I'm thinking about the Arseman for sure. I want to free up some funds, so I'm going to get rid of Foden potentially for Rodgers just because of the high of a double game week for Villa. Assistant manager on Moyes this week. Yeah, I don't like the assistant manager on Moyes call whatsoever. I think like Everton v Leicester, like whatever, like Liverpool are going to win one of their games this week as well. So you're basically banking on David Moyes beating Liverpool to get a better result or drawing with Liverpool. I just don't think that's going to happen. I'm just going on Moyes for Leicester. Yeah, but like if you're doing that, like think if you go on slot for Bournemouth and Everton, like one win for slot is going to be the same. Like if slot beats Everton, then he's going to get the same points as Moyes or more. That's all it is. Basically, if slot beats Everton, he can only get more points than Moyes. He's not going to get less. iMate is using chip in game week 25 looking like the best play. If not, what game week? Yeah, I mean, the extra game is huge, really, Edin. The extra game is huge. D-Trader, Moyes v Leicester doesn't get a table bonus, so he only gets 8 points for the win, or 6 points for the win plus, clean sheet / others. Liverpool found myself FPL comes first. Nah, not for me. Doesn't come first. I mean, I know I'm like content creating, but like for example, I still support Gakpo to score a goal for Liverpool. Like I'll still support Liverpool to beat Spurs, even if it screws my FPL team. I can't support my FPL team over Liverpool. Sometimes it does. Sometimes I do support, like when I didn't have Trent for a while, I'd be like, can someone else cross the ball into the box to Salah? You're also saving transfer if you decide to go slot for 2 double game weeks. Yeah, I agree. I think it's slot is the pick. Slot is the pick. Like you can't pick Moyes if you go for the arse man. Don't pick Moyes. I think Moyes is waste. Because imagine if you play your assistant manager, you pick Moyes, and they screw up against Leicester, and Liverpool beat them as expected, you're absolutely effed. Don't know if I can swear on these screens. So Yeah, and sorry, anyone just joining, this is a totally makeshift slide that I'm just putting together right now as I'm talking to you guys, so apologies. I'm just like randomly chucking stuff in. I don't know how easy that is to see for everyone. Yeah, so I think definitely slot. You also saved the free transfer. Like, as we're talking, to be honest, D-Trade, like, this is helpful for me as well because we've only had like sort of half an hour to react to all this news. So yeah, I think if you play your assistant manager, you definitely play slot. For me, it's you have more upside in Gakpo than Trent. So I'd probably and like now with Nunez being sick, Jota still being not quite ready, you think Gakpo's probably going to start all of those games. Lee, I have Trent, Canai, Salah, 1 free transfer, nothing in the bank. Ooh, yeah. That is a Golden State Warriors jersey, yeah. I'm a bit of a fanboy of like in NBA, I'm a bit of a fanboy of the like players. To be honest, I'm a Golden State fan, but just because I love Steph Curry. Like it's totally like it was totally when they started winning as well. So yeah, I can't pretend to be like a diehard from back in the days. Like I love LeBron as well. So I don't know if that's a controversial opinion, but you should see the jerseys on my wall downstairs. Pretty cool. I've got some good ones. Got Magic Johnson, Hakeem Olajuwon, Vince Carter, Raptors, D Wade, LeBron, and Shaq, Orlando Magic one as well. Trent out slot in, yeah, like that. Sorry, Lee Fisher, yeah. You can't go Kanate down to Mikolenko, can you? You just don't get enough from that to go into slot. If you could go Kanate to Mikolenko, I would. But yeah, if you can't, maybe Trent down to like, yeah, Mikolenko, Luka Dean. Yeah, I'd probably get Mikolenko. It makes sense. Foden might be the dark horse for the Rangers. I love Foden. I think I was talking about it in my last live stream. I don't know if you were around. I love like Man City have obviously like found something different. The way they're set up tactically now is so different. Defensively, they're absolutely shambles still. But they did do something new this week actually. They got sort of Nunez and Guardiola going forwards. They basically played like a back two. And Kovacic was starting to sit a little bit deeper, which is what I've been saying for a long time, that he gets caught above the ball too much. And yeah, Foden obviously interchanging that sort of 10 role and right wing role has just been superb for him. He's got in those half spaces and pockets of space inside the 18-yard box. Again, like I've been saying this all season, not that I know better than Pep Guardiola, but I have been telling him this all season, that that's what they needed to do. So yeah, I'm very bullish on Foden. I was like, before all this drama today, I was thinking about whether he's someone that we should bring in even over this tough fixture up, because he's just looking so good. Lee Fisher would have to be Canadian after 3.6 defender. There aren't any. Yeah, okay, mate. Then I think it's got to be Trent. I think Trent Canate, like, look, you're unlucky if Trent goes bonkers. He might get an assist, maybe 2 assists, but if he scores like a goal and an assist over those, then you're just unlucky. I don't think he's going to outscore Canate hugely, but yeah, if you can use your 1 free transfer and then bring in slot for a free transfer, like 0 transfers, then I think it's probably worth it. Man, I'm saying all this, like, this is what I think right now, and I'm still sitting on my triple captain on Salah for 24. Am I using my AM chip? Yeah, that's what I was just saying. So this is what, like, this is what I'll show you my team. Obviously this is not what I'm doing. Like my considerations, right, are Alisson out for, I got 1 free transfer, 1.2 in the bank, which is well annoying that I've got 1.2 in the bank, and also that was. So my plan is like Alisson for Pickford, and then slot in, and it's like perfect 0.0. Triple captain Isaac in 33. I don't know if I still have Isaac in 33, probably, but Villa and who's there, 34? Ipswich, yeah, that would be nice. Triple captain Isaac in 33. If that fixture gets pushed into 33, that fixture could be in 31, 32. Like, I don't see why people are saying 33s. Because like Newcastle, for example, like they're not in any of the cups. Like they could play that fixture in 27, in 28, in 31, 32. Like, why does it have to be 33? I don't think it has to be 33. I think Newcastle Ipswich could literally be any game week, which probably makes it even better because say they went into like 28, West Ham and Ipswich would be epic. Leicester and Ipswich in 31 would be epic. Wow, you brought Foden in on Saka, and this was great. That's great. Yeah, so this is my decision, but I think like at the moment, I'm probably sitting. If I cancel that, like this is what I was sitting on earlier, the old TC on Mo. Still not 100% sold, but that is what I think. That is what I think. I think these options to me probably make the most sense. I think they make the most sense to me. And then yeah, triple captain just somewhere. So it's easy, the triple captain to play. Like you find a week and you just play it. I'm probably looking to like wildcard and maybe bench boost, maybe in 33. Maybe a triple captain in like 36. I don't know. Triple captain, it's just not that big a deal to me. It's just like how many points did they score in a week? Do you know what would annoy me though if I'd made the transfers and Salah got like 30 points this week? Could easily. And I have been talking about how I think like Liverpool might absolutely demolish Bournemouth. I think like the way they press with their high press, and the way Liverpool sort of play those long diagonals from Van Dijk out to Salah and over the top, and Bournemouth like basically have their midfielders pushed up right up, pressing high, and their centre backs pushed up right into the opposition half. It could be like a little bit like what I think the Liverpool-Brighton game was, where in the first half that high press caused Liverpool a few problems, and then by the second half they shredded them. So if Liverpool score in the first half, Bournemouth are going to keep pressing that high, and Liverpool are going to shred them, I think. So I think Salah could smash Bournemouth. I honestly think Everton is the worst game for him. But we'll see. I mean, I think he'd get a big return. I'm not sold on the slot yet. I'm not sold on assistant manager. All the content creators are going to tell you to assistant manager, and likely they're going to do it because it will benefit their rank over the short term. If you save your assistant manager 36, 38 as a content creator, it doesn't really benefit your growth as a channel. So yeah, like, and people will forget by the end of the season like where you finished, but like during the season everyone's along for the ride. They're like, oh yeah, you're in top 20k, blah 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 blah. But I mean, if you're giving the best advice, I definitely think -4 is not worth it. I think the more I think about it, I think the -4 is not worth it. You just get one extra game, and that one extra game is Aston Villa. And if Tottenham win, far out. Marco Silva in 25. That's not ideal. It's not ideal. Any other questions from you guys? Otherwise it's pretty late, it's like 1:30 in the morning here. I'll probably wrap up. I've just been sort of spouting my thoughts. So yeah, I mean, I guess to summarise, these 5 things, assuming Liverpool win, that sort of works out pretty well. I almost would say the -4 on the slot. I would probably say no, I wouldn't do it. If Liverpool lose to Tottenham, I'd play the assistant manager in 25 on Marco Silva, Nottingham Forest and Nottingham Forest and Spurs, obviously. And then 26, I guess you wait and see how you go in 24, 25. If you've gone really well, maybe you take a big punt. If you've done really badly, you probably play safe. It's not a great game week 26 for assistant manager. Can Liverpool win 4 in a row? I think they can. Will they? Not so sure. I think that pretty much summarises it. Those are the potentials that could happen. Tottenham beat Liverpool, double in 25. They have a potential table boost against Fulham, no table boost for United. Then Fulham would also double, and they would have potential table boost against Nottingham Forest, no boost against Tottenham. If Liverpool beat Tottenham, no table boost, they play Wolves and Villa in 25. Aston Villa would then also double. They would have a table boost for Liverpool, but no boost for Ipswich. You could consider Emery. Genuinely could consider Emery. If Arsenal beat Newcastle, they will also double in 25. They'll have no table boost for Leicester or Chelsea. Chelsea will also double in 25, and they'll have no boost for Ipswich or Brighton. So those are the scenarios. This is obviously what my thoughts are on it. I think it's hard just because if Liverpool lose to Spurs, you're a bit effed, because you have to then make the transfer to Silva, and that's just another transfer, and then you're obviously still trying to get through to game week 29 and have 11 in your team. You probably can do it, but it makes it a lot trickier, and then you can't attack good fixtures or good players over that time. You've just got to be bringing in people to manage your team through to 29. But then I guess, what we were saying Liverpool. Yeah, if Liverpool lose, you have to play your assistant manager and Marco Silva. That's really the issue. But up to 29, you're probably fine because you got the Liverpool players they play. They went blank in 29. Neither will Rodgers. So maybe it's not too bad if they lose to Spurs. I think, having thought through and gone through this, I would say you should play your assistant manager and in these situations. If you can do it for free, you can get slot in, I think you play it. Guys. I think I'm probably going to play it now. That is going to be an interesting watch along stream. I'm going to try and do as well tomorrow night. So I should get some sleep. It's 1:30 in the morning. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in to this one. Hopefully this was of some help to you guys. These are the situations that I would do and not do Arseman in game week 25. If Liverpool win, keep it on the slot. If they lose, move to Marco Silva. Unless Arsenal turn over Newcastle, then we can talk about it. Maybe you can go Arteta. Then 26, we'll talk about it when we get there, and also depending on how it went. If you can't get to them for free, I'd probably just play the triple captain. If you don't have the triple captain, then maybe I'd take a -4 and take the slot for Arsenal. If you do have the triple captain, I think you play it and don't take the -4. I think that's this one. Play it no TC. If you have TC, just use that. I think that's the answer to that. Cool. Nice one, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch up with you in the live stream tomorrow, 7 PM Aussie time. We'll do 3 hours before deadline. We can talk through all this stuff again. No worries, Yaz. Good to see you again, mate. Really enjoyed your comments and joining in both on the live stream and the video. So appreciate you guys. Good luck this week. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a live stream, and I'll be doing a watch along of the Liverpool-Bournemouth game. So I'll either be screaming in happiness, or I will be crying into my laptop. So yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Hope this helped with your decision making, and yeah, see you tomorrow.